We're not live yet. We're going live. We are live. We are literally. Well, we're live on YouTube though. Correct. Okay, cool. We're just waiting for Instagram. So what time is it right now? Like 9. It's 9. Okay, we're gonna press this Instagram button. And then we're gonna go live. Say hi to Charles. Charles, your face is just way on in it. It's all 5s. It's fine. Just set my pin code on the middle of live. It's fine. Change that straight after this. I am now live. Oh my goodness, this is working perfectly. Okay, so we are live on Instagram and YouTube. Here I have my laptop right next to me that I'm gonna read all the comments so that I can actually see everything and engage, and it's gonna be awesome. So I need to get that rolling. I'm just gonna like refresh this screen so I can see everything. I don't know if you guys can see my laptop. You probably can't see my laptop, but I'm keen. Oh my God, I'm gonna watch myself on live. This is really awkward, really weird. But I'm super delayed on this. Oh, Kayla's here. Hello, Kayla. Jesus Christ. Okay, so today we are making dumplings, and I'm actually so pumped for it because I'm like dumpling just queen and also the biggest fan of them, and I can eat like 50 in a row. So very excited. Where are did I have my dumpling wrappers? I think they're down there. I think I need to get them, or are they in the fridge? I put them in the fridge. Oops, no, it's okay, it's okay. So we are doing dumpling wrappers here. We've got some round wrappers. We've got the rest of the ingredients, but I hope you are cooking with me. Kayla, you know you cannot have my autograph because you are extremely annoying. So today we're gonna start with so we're doing chicken today. So you can do chicken and prawn. You can use any other protein you like. So I've just got chicken mince here, but pretty much you can use pork, you can use beef, you can use like seafood, prawn, fish. If you're a vegetarian, you can chop up some tofu and some mushroom and do like a delicious sort of mushy flavor. Wall on point, thank you very much. My wall is so on point, I'm so pumped for it. We may as well get started. So hopefully you're cooking with me. We have some, okay, so here's my ingredients. Chicken mince, we've got some spring onion. So spring onions look like this. I don't think you guys might call these shallots elsewhere, but we call them spring onion here. A long red chilli that looks like this. And then we've got a piece of ginger, about like a 3-ish centimeter piece of ginger. It was so hot. You're a breath of fresh air. Oh, thank you. Scallions or green onions. I learned this the other day. Thanks, Kayla. When you're cutting, so use your 3 fingers and put them at the front and then go down your knuckle so you never ever cut your fingers. You don't even have to look, you just know that you won't cut your fingers. So chili, actually don't take my advice, I've cut my fingers 1,000 times. So chilies are cut, then we're gonna cut the spring onion as well. Chop them just kind of as fine as you want to. You're gonna chuck it in a pan so they're gonna wilt anyway, so no real big deal. Chop them same, use your knuckle and then just move back every now and again. No profesh, but everything falls on the floor when I cut things. I love the setup. I'm so glad you guys love the setup. So after this video is done, as soon as it's finished, it goes straight on YouTube. So I'm like super excited about that. What was I gonna say? Let me know if you're cooking along with me. I'm actually super pumped for it. Yay, love you, love that setup. Thanks. Okay, so now that the spring onions are cut, we're gonna do garlic and the ginger. So ginger, I have just taken a little what would you call this? A little piece, a 2 centimeter piece off the ginger. You get a spoon and you run the spoon, you basically get your thumb, you hold one of the edges of the ginger and you get the spoon and you put it in, and that's how you peel your ginger instead of trying to use an actual grater because you take half the ginger off. So you're gonna use basically use a little bit of pressure, peel it with your spoon.
Use a peeler?
You can use a peeler. But come on, Mitch. Yes, you can use a peeler, but you obviously get less ginger out of it because you take half of it off. So this is a better, more wasteless. I'm gonna kill you. You're like, but why? But why? But why? It's called a knob. A knuckle is better than the word knob. That's not the best. Knuckle of ginger. So what you're cooking. So for anyone who's just joined in, we're cooking chicken dumplings, chicken and veg dumplings. But you can, like I said before, you can use honestly any protein that you like. I love prawn dumplings. They're my favorite, king prawn dumplings, yum. So I think next time you can use the same mixture, this exact mixture with those dumplings. So it is honestly just as good. So ginger's done. Garlic, basically what I do is I cut the ends off of each little garlic. And this is smoked garlic, but you can use regular. Do ship by plane, I wish. Get the side of your knife and then put it on top of the garlic, and then get your palm and crush it downwards. It basically just gets rid of that shell rather than having to sit there and peel it off. You can just like pop it off now. It's easy. Done. Okay, I may as well start heating up this pan because I'm almost ready to go. Dumplings are actually super easy. So if you don't have dumpling wrappers, you can get, you can make them yourself with just water and flour. They're actually really, really easy. I was watching heaps of tutorials last night on YouTube and I was like, oh, do I make my own? But I ended up finding them at the shop, so it wasn't too bad. This is just water, we don't need that for right now. How many garlic cloves? So we're using 2 garlic cloves and about I said about a 3 sort of centimetre knob of ginger or knuckle of ginger or whatever it is. Ginger's here. I'm just going to use a grater, so just going to grate it straight into the pan. Ginger is one of the hardest ones. I hate grating ginger. It all sticks. It sticks to everything. Tupperware garlic crusher makes it heaps easy though. Oh, amazing. Ryan and Kels are watching. Oh, hey Ryan and Kelsey and Anderson and Paddington. That's the cutest dog ever. Huh? Give you an American accent. No, because Kelsey's the person who I go off. Kelsey's the best. Kelsey makes her chocolate fudge, no, caramel fudge, and it's delicious. It's so good. Doesn't it get burnt? No, we're going to cook this on a really low heat, so no stress about that. All right, so ginger is in there. Yum, this is perfect. Then we're going to do garlic in there as well. So just going to grate the garlic. I never use the garlic crusher. I forget every single time. I got to know how to make myself a meal. Ryan and Kelsey, you got to get over here and just stay in my kitchen, and you'll be like, I said to Kelsey I'd come over there and fill your freezer up with delicious things and you'll never have to cook. Yeah, smell of fresh ginger is honestly amazing. So garlic and ginger go in there. Then we do the chilli, oh my God, and spring onion. Throwing that in the pan as well. And then, so while that's just gonna go on a real low heat, let's put that on. Eek. We're gonna do some Chinese cabbage. So just gonna chop it up like thin, super thin, kind of really, however, it's gonna wilt, like no biggie with this one. American accent cracks me up. It's like, I'm so bad at it, but I feel like also having had Kelsey around, I feel like I'm getting better like every day. I can practice. Slowly, getting better, you know. Is there oil in the pan? Not yet. It's on a super low heat, but I will put some in there in a second. I'll put some sesame oil once this is cut. Okay, I'm just use the leafy bits. Okay. Yum. I love Chinese cabbage just in like actual salad. It's such a delicious, like, gives a real yum crunch. I love it. Okay, so a little bit of sesame oil. This one's a toasted sesame oil, but you can just use a regular. Tiny bit in there, just a splash. Tiny bit, aka like 3 litres. So that's gonna go in there. Oh, don't need that. We need a mixer thing. What do we need? I don't have anything. Oh, we're gonna have to go with a spoon. Gordon Ramsay style, that's it. So chili, so if anyone who's just joined in, chicken dumplings. Are you left-handed? No, I think that this might be flipping around, so I'm right-handed. Mitch is left-handed, which he would be super proud to tell you that, because he doesn't let anyone not know that. How funny. What knives do you have? I need a good quality set. So these are actually Shun knives, but we got them, well, like similar brand to Shun. We got them actually off Alibaba for so much cheaper than paying for it, because we needed like a good 10, 15 knives in here. So we got them off Alibaba and they are so much cheaper. Much better, I promise you. Okay, Chinese cabbage is going in, so that's slowly cooking. And pop that in there to wilt. Eek. Yum. Behind you. Behind you there is spoons. Literally, I have no idea about this kitchen. That is hilarious. Spoons are behind me, Leah. Oh my God. I put them there. And do you know what? Huh? Yeah, they're actually props. Do you know what? I put them there and I'm like, I'll remember that. And I never, like they literally never get used. The ones in my drawer get used. I don't use them for some reason. I don't know why. They're like my best ones, but yeah. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. This sums up my sister. Yeah, but Kayla, you're going to be begging for some chicken dumplings soon and you know it, so just appreciate me, okay? All right, let's get rid of this. Just, no one can see it unless it's the YouTube. Can the YouTube see it? The YouTube can definitely see that. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. Oh, funny. This is hilarious. Oops. Why didn't you two tell me that there was spoons behind me? Thanks, guys. Really appreciate the support in this room. Just saying. You should be using the one Papa made you. I know. I want, someone said cabbage fell out. Yes, put that back in there. I wonder if any of Papa's are in here. Maybe, did he make this one? I feel like he may have made this one. How cool is that? I feel like he may have made that. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like one of his. Is this recipe in the guide? Which one, please? So it's not in the guide. This is just a free recipe that I thought everyone would love to do at home now that they're home. So as soon as this is out, recipe will be uploaded in the YouTube comments. So make sure you go and subscribe so that you can have that video always. Which is good. This is what happens in showbiz. It's showbiz, baby. It's what happens in showbiz. We don't get a choice of what happens. We just have to make do. Well, that's it. That's it. That person knows exactly what I'm talking about. If you weren't watching the live last week, you don't know what I'm talking about. But Charles, were you watching the live last week? Charles was like, nope. Oh my God. I do cinema, hey. Oh my God. What is the stovetop? Is that the stovetop you stood on? So we have 4 benches similar to this. So obviously when we do our big cook days, everyone comes in and has their own bench. But the bench that I stepped on, for anyone who wants background, I was trying to get a photo on top of the bench. And Mitch was like, Leah, do not put weight on here. And I was like, I won't, why would I do that? Next minute, he goes to the toilet. I step back and smash the entire thing. It was an accident. And it's too soon, guys, it's too soon. He's still angry at me. Eek. I just joined. Do you buy the wrappers or make them? So I bought my wrappers because I have a green grocer that's an Asian grocer that's right next to my house. So I bought them, but you can make them yourself. There's heaps of really easy 2-ingredient tutorials on YouTube. If you go there tonight, just go there. They're seriously easy and it doesn't take long to make. They're just water and flour. Yeah. What's in the pan already? So we've got some ginger, some spring onions or shallots. Or scallions. Then we've got garlic and some chilli with some Chinese cabbage. So with a Chinese cabbage, if that's not accessible to you, then you can just purchase regular cabbage. So see how that's wilted now? That is what we want. And we're gonna put a little bit of soy sauce in here. So I semi-read the recipe. This is my recipe. I semi-read it the other day, but I'm pretty sure you put sesame oil in here. We'll just have a look. We'll see. If not, then that's the new thing. All right. I once broke a glass dining room table after being told the same thing. Oh my God, is everyone mad at you still? Because Mitch is legitimately like, if I talk about it, he looks at me, he's like, too soon, Leah. I'm like, well, but do you know what, guys? The best thing out of this whole situation is that I got the shot of my life. That was the best, wasn't it? Everything was in focus. I smashed a plate, but it was so worth it. Like, I will do it again and again. Don't you worry. Kayla, I'm not bringing them to your house. I'm not bringing them. It's too bad. So all of this mixture we're going to put into a bowl. And we're going to leave it, like we should be leaving this to cool till it's completely cool. But everybody know I'm not going to do that. I don't have time for that. So we're just going to like do what I did yesterday and fan it. What's Kayla saying? I'm only watching this so she can make sure I like all the ingredients. So far, so good. I'm happy with my dinner. Kayla, no, I'm not. No, I'm not bringing these to your house. No, it's not happening for the gram. Literally, Kayla's trying to sell me off. It's not happening, not happening. I need to like full fan this. If I put the chicken mince in here now, not gonna be good. So I need a little bit of water. I really need some things. Can I have a little bowl? Can you get me a little bowl? Like a tiny, whatever bowl, anything. So basically all the mixture is in here. If you just joined in, chicken and veg dumplings. I'm keen about this. This is really delicious. So with the dumplings, you can either steam them if you have a steam basket, but what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna put them in some water and boil them because I figured that would be an easier way for everyone to be able to access, because obviously not everyone has a steam basket at home and not everyone can like make one. So Easy. If you just put it in a pot, put some water in there and chuck him in there. Easy. Guys, you're joking, we'll bring them. I'm not doing that. We should do that, yeah, actually, good. Put the hot veg in the fridge or freezer. I always say not to do that because this like, Gordon Ramsay one time did a video and he said that he would yell at anyone who put hot things in the fridge. So I don't want to be yelled at. Why? Why does it happen? Because this is hot, fridge is cold, put hot into cold, it will bring up temperature, meaning that there's like lots of area for bacteria to grow in a certain temperature, and I'm like not about to go against Gordon Ramsay, no thank you. So I will continue to go on here. What do we say? What did you say? Me and Kayla used to say, whenever I give Kayla something, I'm like, do fufus, and she was like, what? And I'm like, fufus, because I used to get our food and go like fufu to blow, like to cool it down, and I just used to laugh my head off. And now every time she's around me, I'm like, have you done fufus? And she's like, stop talking to me. So, oh my God. These dumplings are good. Have you put the meat in yet? Not yet. So I'm using chicken mince. Haven't put it in here yet because I am doing, I'm gonna wait for this to kind of like semi-cool, and then we're gonna chuck the meat in, and then we're literally ready to wrap. So that's as easy as it is. If you wanna put like any other veg in there, if you like something like, you could put like string beans that are like chopped up, or like, I don't know, I think broccoli, maybe bok choy or something like that, coriander, that would be delicious. Anything in this mixture. I would absolutely put some coriander in here, I just don't have any. Any sort of like herb would be so yum. Put your bowl in cold water. Good idea. Good idea. I think that's probably, yeah, that's fine. That's not too bad. Okay, so chicken mince goes in, then we're gonna mix it, make sure everything's combined, put a little bit more soy, probably a little bit of salt, and then we're ready to wrap, which is awesome. So chicken mince goes in. This is chicken breast mince. Shredded carrots, yes, shredded carrots would be amazing in this. Yum, I love everyone's ideas. I feel like we should do a live that is basically based on, I'll tell you the ingredients I have in my fridge and then you give me stuff to make, because it's just like, it's so good. Okay, so mixing everything together. So it smells really yum. It smells so good. Yeah, that's really good. Is the chicken cooked? No, chicken is raw. So when we drop it into the water, because you're only literally putting like a ball of it, a tiny ball of it into the dumpling wrapper and then wrapping it, you don't really need to cook it for that long. You don't need to pre-cook it either. So it will cook in the water. And then I'm gonna pop it on a pan as well. We're gonna crisp up the bottom, so it's gonna be delish. Okay, all right. So that is our mixture. If you can see that there, that is what it looks like. Eek. It's really heavy. Are you standing straight? Yes, Wahib, I'm standing straight. He told me he was going to be on here today. He was like, do you know what? Wahib is my physio and I'm standing on my mat. I'm standing straight, doing my movements. Don't you worry, I am absolutely horrified that you're on here. So. What did you say? I'm having a nervous breakdown because he's going to be like, you're not standing up straight. You're not sitting on your mat. He actually told me to sit yesterday. Clearly I'm not listening. So here is some salt in there, a little bit of pepper. All right. So here is where I would add any other flavor. So you can honestly add herbs or whatever you like. Very impressed. Thank you, Wahib. Goodness me. All right. So I'm going to put this pan, if you're cooking along with me, we're going to need a pot with some water, some boiling water in there. So you're going to put that in there now. Put that on the heat. So we're going to boil the shit out of it. Let's do it. Level 9. Let's get it cranking. All righty. All right, so one dumpling wrapper at a time. We're going to basically, whatever you don't use, make sure it's covered because they can dry out really easily, but we're going to wrap a few of them now, so we should be okay. I need a pan. I need a board. This is what I need. Eek. All right. So with the wrapper, you're going to put a tiny little bit, a spoonful in the middle of the wrapper. Okay, so in this, try and get like a little bit of everything, a little bit of chili, a little bit of everything else. So like a little teaspoon, that much of the mixture. You don't want too much more than that because it's going to like expand. You don't want a huge thing in here. Look after Wally. Mitch, stop it. You said you look after Wally?
No. Someone said, what does Mitch do for work? And I said, I'm a stay-at-home dad. I look after Wally.
He's not a stay. We work together. So me and Mitch do this stuff together. He does all the like hard business stuff and I do all the stuff on camera, which is fun. So a little bit of water down one side. Now there's so many ways to wrap this. You can do like pleats, you can squish it together, you can use a fork and like do it like a pasty. Honestly, whatever way works. As long as it's enclosed, you're good. So here, pressing it together at the top. And then last night I saw someone using just one side. Basically they lifted up one side, pulled it back, made a pleat, and then pressed. And then using the one side, up, back, and then press. Make sure it's really pressed in, up, back, and press. So basically it'll look like that. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Can I, am I too high, too low? Okay, perfect. Yep, you're good, mate? Yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you so much. Too low. So then one side up, pull back, and then press, making sure that the mixture here, probably put a little bit too much in there now that it's coming out the side. I'm gonna squish that back in.
Cat wants back in on the live today.
Who wants back in on the live? Who's Cat? Oh, don't kick me out of the live today. Don't, Cat, he will do it. Okay, so then up, back, and press. So that basically your little beautiful dumpling will look like that. How amazing. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple. When this water boils, I'll chuck them in the water, and then we're going to, oh, I just put chicken in my hair. Damn it. So that's what happens, it's showbiz, baby. Okay, let's do it. You're farther away today than last week. Yes, I'm a little bit further away because we're shooting at the warehouse because I wanted to cook things on the burner and be facing you rather than having to turn my back and be away from you. So hopefully that's okay. I have the comments here so I can see absolutely everything. So it's also showbiz, that's what happens. All right, a little bit of mixture in the middle for people who didn't see just then. We're making dumplings, a little bit of water, like put your water in some finger on one side. Put some water in your finger, put some water on your finger. Pressing it together at the top. And then using one, you're gonna lift up, back, and then make a little pleat. And then go up, back, pleat. Up, reverse, up and reverse, and then together. So making sure you're really pinching that together so that it goes together like that. What are you doing, Mitch? When Mitch laughs, I know he's talking absolute smack in the comments.
I'm just saying, awkward showbiz, baby.
Idiot. I love but hate making dumplings, so much effort, my family. Yeah, same. Like you sit here for ages and you're sitting here like, oh my God, this is gonna be delicious. And then 2 seconds later, everyone's like, where's more? And you're like, I just made 100. Like, there's no more.
Where were the videos?
Where were the videos? If you, yeah. I love currently doing open homes. You're doing an amazing job. So the videos will be here on YouTube. So I'm live streaming YouTube just above this camera now. And that will be automatically saved to YouTube as soon as we're finished here. So the videos will be there under a folder called Leah's Live Cooking or Live Leah Cooking. Yeah, so Leah's Live Cooking, which will be available forever. So we're just gonna do a couple more, wait for this water to... Yeah, so these freezable and if so when, I'd freeze them right now as is. When they're defrosted, just chuck them straight into the water. Or you can probably chuck them in from frozen. But yeah, I do them right now. You can also probably freeze them cooked, but why not do them uncooked and then kind of have them fresh on the day? That's easy. Great idea. Do you like dumplings, Mitch? You really do? Do you like dumplings, Charles?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have some good lunch, aren't we? Keen, delicious, best live stream I've ever seen. Oh, thank you so much, Dorky. Really appreciate that. You're not like 5 centimeters from me right now, so that's good. That Dorky service. Love you, Leah, and your cooking. Thanks. What's the serving size? Look, dumplings. Like this will make at least like 50 plus dumplings, but you can't. I don't think you can put a number on serving size for dumplings because by the time you eat 10, you're like, I could just eat 10 more. Like, you know, it's just lunch. Kayla, you're not having these. Relax. You're like, yesterday I was cooking dinner and she was almost in my ears because she was so close to me. I was like, get away, I'm just cooking dinner. I'm so hungry. I was like, fuck off. She's the worst. Okay, in here. All right, this is really good. I like this new way. And then what I'm gonna do is once they're boiled, I'm gonna throw them into a pan and I'm gonna crisp up the bottom. Works so good.
Works like a treat.
Works like a treat. So I've made 4. This is gonna take forever, but if you have your kids, get them involved, make sure they're doing something. They can either like pass you this or they can like put little spoonfuls in each and then you can go by and wrap them all. So easy. This is so yum. Let me know what your favorite flavor would be because then if we get like heaps of people wanting like a prawn one or a veggie one, I can do that as well. We can do like a veggie dumpling next week or something like that. It'd be yum. where did you get your dumpling wrappers from? So I got them from an Asian grocer that's right near my house. But you can get them, you usually should be able to get them from Woolworths. Sometimes they're frozen, so check the freezer section, but usually they're in the fridge section near the like egg noodles. I don't know if your store is obviously probably not the same as mine, but you'll be similar positioned in the store. Cute. That one I think is my best one. Fab. Okay, is this boiling yet? Nope, all right. We're doing more until it's boiling. Should put it on a high level. Pork and prawn. Yum. Pork, can you use pork mince with this recipe? Yes, you can use pork mince. You can literally use any sort of thing you like. Like I said in the start, you can use just prawn, pork, beef. You could do like a mixture of both. You could do like a veggie version, like a tofu or a tempeh with some like chopped up mushrooms and some herbs. That would be really yum. I'm pretty sure the dumpling wrappers are vegan because they're just flour and water, which is cool. My kids help but get some ridiculous shapes. Yeah, but they're still helping. It'll still go in the same way. Mine is so watery. Is it meant to be? It's not like mine is a little bit. It probably is a little bit watery, but it's okay. That's not a big deal. Don't stress about that. Just make sure you're getting the chicken bits. It's totally fun. Okay, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Next week, spring rolls. Yum. Spring rolls. What do you guys reckon? Veggie versions? Yeah, I reckon we could definitely do a veggie version, but I'm thinking like a tofu. You could chop up some, instead of when you're cooking this veg, you could chop up some either silken tofu or firm tofu and like mince it up as if you would mince, and then just use that straight into here instead of obviously having it raw. I'd probably cook it with all the flavour, then pop it in here and then wrap it just as you would. I think we should do samosas or spring rolls. Yum. No tofu, please. I feel like that's almost boiling now. All right, we're almost done. So I would serve these like, you know, obviously dumplings aren't like, they're like something that you could just eat and eat and eat. So they're like not so much of a main. You could serve them as like a starter. But if you wanted to serve with dumplings, you could put some in like a delicious like faux soup. Like if you did the beef and soba noodle soup and then put these in there, unreal, unreal. All right. Valeska. All right, so I think this one's my best one. I'm going to say that from every single one, but I feel like that one is definitely my best one. Okay, this is definitely almost boiling. I can hear it. I think it makes more of a violent noise than it actually is. All right, sausage rolls. Yeah, I think we should make sausage rolls as well. That would be really yum. Let me know if you're making these with me right now because I really want to know. I'm keen. It's really cool that we can do like a live and people actually cook at the same time. I think that's so awesome. Yeah, it's so fun. Where is the soup recipe, please? Soup recipe is in Bear. So beef and soba noodle is in Bear regular. It is one of my favorites. It is, oh my God, listen to that bird. Can you hear that? It's like a kookaburra? No, it's definitely not a kookaburra, but that sounds real aggressive. It is? Seriously? Yeah. I bird watch on Wednesdays. Who knows what day it is these days? No one knows. All right, almost done. Thank you for doing this. You are so welcome. I am with my daughter. Oh, that's so good. I'm not as fast as you. Yeah, usually I'd be cruising. I would not be as rushed, but we only have 50-ish minutes on live. So it's like, it's annoying because I have to rush. Usually I'm like cruising, watching some Dr. Phil. It sounded like a gang of people. Yeah, like they're aggressive on here, I swear. And then they run across the roof and we can hear them. They run real fast. They're like speedy, super speedy. All right, so this is probably my last one before that is ready to boil, but I'll obviously make the rest of these. You can actually freeze that chicken mixture and then just pull it out when you want to make dumplings again. You don't actually have to like make them, but I feel like if you've gone to the effort and you've done a couple, you may as well just make the rest and just have them done rather than having to be like, oh, now I'm gonna remake them, remake some mess, blah, blah, blah. Eek. I would, but it's like 8 p.m. already. That's so funny. Not having a magnesium bath with a coffee. Oh, doesn't that sound so good? Magnesium bath with a coffee. Hell yeah. But are you having coffee at nighttime? I could never do that. If I have coffee past 4 p.m., I'm like on the walls at nighttime. There's no way that I'll be able to stay awake. Stay asleep, not awake. The audacity of kicking you off after an hour. I know, right? Damn, I need to like get my own platform. Okay, maybe one more because that's not working. What's the most annoying stereotype people assume about Australia? No. Yeah, that we have like kangaroos and koalas just chilling on the like streets, even though that's like, you see those videos and I'm like, oh no, that's not helping our situation here. But I think that, yeah, people thinking that we've got like spiders in here, like we're like jumping over snakes and stuff, like that just does not happen. I haven't seen, have you ever seen a snake? Like, other than in the zoo? You seriously have? Okay, Charles, what the fuck? Where do you live? Have you ever seen a kangaroo that's out of the zoo?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, wow, these people are. Oh, I have. Yeah. So I had never seen a kangaroo out of the zoo, other than when me and Mitch were driving. Where were we? In the foothills. In the foothills, and I literally look up, and there was a gang of kangaroos in this person's front yard. Was it front yard? It was a house, right? And I was like, Mitch, like, is that a real kangaroo? And they just bolted, and I was like, where are they going? They're not supposed to be there. Like, it was insane. It was like the best day of my life. I could not believe it. It was like something that it was out of a movie. But yeah, we definitely don't see them every now and again, but I don't live in the outback. I don't live in the hills, so I wouldn't see them, obviously. They're not just jumping around the suburbs. There was a kangaroo jumping around the CB the other day, jumping through Victoria Square. That is hilarious. Oh my God, you need to get out. Justin and Lenny are watching, how funny. Last week had a brown, if you put a, what's it called, chucks cloth or a paper towel that's a little bit wet, just put them over the top just so that they don't dry out completely in the fridge. Because that's, it can dry out this bit here and then they don't get as like delicious. I can't see anything. Oh no. Can you see this? She's like, I can't see anything. Please, oh, it's black, white. I think you need to refresh. We had this problem this morning. Refresh Instagram or close it down and bring it back up. We had this problem this morning and I don't know why. It's crazy. What did someone say? Someone said, how unrealistic would a giant dumpling be? One said, I don't know. I feel like that probably won't work, but it could. That time we were driving the hills and you saw those sheep. I hate you. Yeah, when I see sheep in the hills, I'm like, oh my God, I need to pet them all. Okay, so we're going to put these dumplings in the boiling water now. As you can probably see, the steam's there and it's boiling. So, I probably need one of those like dippers, but I don't have one of them. So, straight up in here, pop them right in. So again, you can, if you're steaming yours, you can absolutely steam them. I just figured that boiling water would probably be easier for everyone because not everyone obviously has a steam basket. If you do, use that. That'd be perfect. Check these out. I can just drop them in. Really don't need this. So they're going to cook for about a couple of minutes, and then when they float to the top, a couple more minutes, so 5 to 6 minutes, and then the chicken will be cooked inside, or the veg is already cooked, and then we're going to pop them on a pan as well, which I'm pumped for. Yeah, this is good. I can probably still keep doing these. Eek. Oh no, I've lost the comments. Lamb chops. Yep, that's nice, Justin. How long do you steam them for? I'm steaming them for today. So steaming, you probably need to steam for about 15 minutes. Do 15, cut one open, see if it's fully cooked through. If not, leave it for another 5. But I reckon about 15-ish minutes is perfect to steam. Any dipping sauces you'd recommend? So Mitch, what's your favourite dipping sauce with a dumpling?
Just soy. Yeah,
soy. I love just like straight soy sauce, but you can mix soy with a bit of lime. Perfect. Charles, what about you? Sweet chili.
What's the mixed soy vinegar?
Is it soy vinegar?
Yeah, is that one?
Yeah, delish.
And a bit of chili jam.
Bit of chili jam. Yep, soy, chili jam, all of that kind of stuff. What is your favourite? Someone said, how fine would you cut prawns for this? I would honestly put them in a blender. So they're literally as fine as mince. So they're not like chunky bits of prawn. So you want it to be like kind of like almost a paste mixture, just like that. What am I going to do? Pan. I'm just going to use the same pan as I had before. I'm going to pop that on there. Maybe just...
You're putting them directly in the water.
Directly in the water?
Yeah.
Am I putting them directly in the water? Yeah, so I'm putting them directly straight into the boiling water. They are basically, maybe, you don't want to overcrowd the pan. How many got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we've got 10 in the pot and that is plenty. You don't want to overcrowd it because they do expand a little bit. But yeah. Eek. Chili sauce. Is there a reason you didn't cook the chicken to begin with? Because it cooks in here, so there's no need to. It's just an extra step that you just don't need. It'll cook in there. We're going to cook it on the pan as well. You don't need to like way overcook it and it'll get hard, so you don't need to. Yum, soy with sriracha. That is a good one. That's a good one. Yes, a good one. I love that. I love it. Okay, may as well make some more while we're here because there's got plenty of time. I'm so excited that people are actually making these with me. If you've made them, please tag me. I get so excited all day to sit on my DMs and do like no work, but I just love doing it and seeing you guys make that stuff. And especially if you're with your kids, DM me. I love that. So if anyone who wants another visual, get away from that steam. So basically you've got like this, you're pinching it together up the top, lifting one side, pulling it back and then pressing. So you're making like a little mini pleat in there. So picking it up, pressing, picking it up, pressing. Well, that chicken just fell out of that one. Eek. Pushing that back in and then pressing. Whatever comes out, it's fine. Just put it back into the bowl. Obviously you need like a small teaspoon in each one, not a big one. Because obviously these wrappers are not big. So squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Perfect. Oh, we got poor connection on Instagram. Pause due to poor connection. Hello, I'm back. I don't know if that worked or didn't work, but it said something about paused during connection, even though I've got full bars. What? I can't believe it. So if you're making it with prawns, it's the same concept. Boil them first. You can literally do the prawns raw. That is absolutely fine. As long as they're not frozen, like make sure they're defrosted, you can do them raw, chuck them straight in there just as you would the chicken. And then I'd cook all the veg, put the prawns in, put the veg in with the raw prawns, mix it, chuck it in here, exactly the same as the chicken. I just wouldn't I wouldn't cook them beforehand because prawns can be very, very like touchy when they go like rubber. So yeah, don't cook them beforehand, just keep them raw. Pop them in a blender. It's honestly, it'll be easier. Unless you like chunky bits of prawn, you can cut them up as thin as you like or as thick as you like. That's absolutely fine. Easy.
Someone's definitely trying to meant to be working right now, but your lives are so much better. Just keep muting my conference calls so I can listen to you instead.
Definitely supposed to be working right now, but your lives are so much better. I keep muting my conference calls so I can listen to you instead. Good. That's hilarious. That is the best. Okay, look, so they're starting to, so you probably can't see, but they're starting to float. You might actually be, they're starting to, one or two is about to float, which is great. That's what we want. Just gonna make sure they're not sticking to the bottom, which they are. Lucky me. Okay, perfect. All right, so they have floated now because they were literally stuck to the bottom because this pot is not the best one. So now I'm gonna heat up some sesame oil on this side. So this is the same pan we just used before with the veg. It's totally fine to use that. A little bit of sesame oil, and we're gonna put them, this is a complete option. You don't have to. I'm gonna take them off and then I'm gonna put them on basically on the base so you get them like kind of nice and crispy and then they're really good to dip. But that is an absolute option, you don't need that. Yum, this is gonna be so delicious. I actually can't wait to eat these. Mitch, you're gonna have to pay me $1 per thing because of the effort that went into this. They look so good. So basically we wait a couple of minutes when they're floated. Once 2 or 3 minutes passes, we'll chuck them straight into the pan. That'd be perfect. Watching this at 1 a.m. thinking I should definitely go make dumplings. It would be a good life choice, I would think, to make dumplings at 1 a.m. I would be very, very inclined to tell you to do that. How long do you cook them for? So you cook them for around 6 to 7 minutes altogether. When you put them in, they'll take about 3-ish minutes to float and then 3 minutes once they have floated, and then we're gonna put them on the pan. So altogether, probably about 10-ish minutes. Could you sear in oil and then put some water into the pan with the lid on? Yes, so you can definitely sear in oil, then put some lid on, put a pan on. That's definitely a good way to do it. I put them in there just for ease, obviously, but that also will steam them as well. So you can put them in like this, like that with some water. I just worry about some people putting oil and water together because sometimes it could be like fiery dangerous. So just be very wary of doing that. Instead of watching this, I'm writing my essay, Have No Regrets, Dumplings or Life. Again, good life choice. I appreciate that. I very much appreciate that. My dad, who's a teacher right now, will probably be like, what are you doing, Leah? Not a good life choice. Can't stop, won't stop, Dad. All right, last one, and then we're going to get these out. Did you make the wrappers? No, I bought the wrappers, so I purchased them from an Asian greengrocer that I have near my house. But you can make the wrappers yourself. There's so many 2-ingredient recipes. It's just flour and some water. And then you'll just need a cup that's got a good rim around it, and you just basically like make shapes. It's actually really, really easy, but obviously more convenient if you can buy them because they're already pre-made. Perfect. All right, this is ready. This is heated up. So we are going to take these out. Eek. And basically just going to drain them a little bit by bit. Just put that onto 0 now. And then we're gonna put them straight in here. So if you can, stand them up so that they're like the pleats are basically on the top. If you can do that. If not, just put them on the side, that's totally fine. Amazing. So try and get the least amount of water into this pan as possible because sometimes it can fire up. Amazing. How good's that? As long as you're only charging Mitch $1, can I order some? Yes, I can. That's amazing. Okay, how good does that look? Can you guys see that? That looks good. That's a good. Hell yeah. These look so yum. These are the better than the ones I made last time. Yum. If you're making some at home, please let me know what you're putting in yours because I want to be like a little bit, I don't know. I want to do different flavors, which would be good, which would be cool. Someone said, where is it? So they cooked when they float. Yeah, so basically when they float, the wrapper is cooked, but I leave them in for about 2-ish minutes once they have floated, just to make sure everything is cooked through. We are only using like a tiny bit of chicken, so you really don't need that much, like that much cooking time. It's not going to take like 20 minutes like usual chicken would. And especially with prawns as well, prawns cook prawns cook quickly, so you obviously don't need to keep them in for that long. Yum. All right, that is the last one that's in there. I'll get this out of our way. Oh, that's really hot. Maybe I won't. Eek. Don't watch. I knew something was gonna fall. I was like, that's why I said don't watch. Oh. All right. These are going in. Oh my God, yum. Okay, just gonna take this stuff out of my way for right now. Can you get me a little bowl and a little plate? Maybe even that little like white chopping board. We'll get that and then we'll chuck them on the chopping board and we'll have a show, have a look. Thank you very much. Do you want to come in? Nope. Okay. I thought if I asked him to get me one, he might possibly come in. But it was a definite no. Damn it. All right. So have a look at that. Let me get this one. Have a look at that. That's what we want on the bottom. Is that gives it a really nice, like crispy sort of crunch at the bottom. These are going to be good. Oh my God. Live showbiz problem, right? That's what happens when you're in showbiz. That's what happens. No, it's the same person. What's your name? Is C.Mags. Can you please tell us your real name so that we can joke in the office that C Mags is going to be up? It's just showbiz. Mags. We'll just say Mags. Mags. It's just showbiz. That's what's up? Oh, yum. So this is a complete option step. You don't have to do this at all, but I love doing it just because pretty much it gives it a crunch and it gives it an extra like sort of sesame flavor because we put sesame oil in there. Yum. So here now, if you wanted to, you could put these in as is, like that. Put some water in and put a lid on and they'll steam by themselves. But I like doing it like that. It's just easy. I know everyone has a pot, so that makes it easy. Yum. Look at that. Does it? Can you please send me a photo? Can you? Oh yes, please take a picture. You don't have to post it. Yeah, just please. I want to see that. I want to see it because someone else did that the other day and I missed the DM and I was like, no. But it looked so cool. Thank you for telling me that. That's amazing. All right, so these are all done, absolutely done. You can leave them for as crunchy or as not crunchy as you like. But oh my goodness, these look amazing. Yes. So we're taking that off. How many do we make? That is not that bad. Can I post this later? Yes, so this entire video will be posted straight to my YouTube. As soon as we click end, it goes straight to YouTube without us doing anything. So it'll be there forever. What are you making? I just joined. Okay, so what are we making? We're making these. So we're making some chicken and veg dumplings. They look amazing. I feel like we need to crack one open and try it. It's going to be so chilly, I'll tell you that much, because those chilies are hot. And I know you're gonna be like, you're not eating that with a knife and fork, but for right now, on camera, I will be eating it with a knife and fork. Yeah, I said a bowl before, but you missed it. That's showbiz, baby, you missed it. So chicken is cooked. have a look at that. Chicken is all cooked. That is perfectly like done. So obviously, again, like you're only using a tiny bit of chicken, no biggie. Really want to make these, make them so that the thing will be on YouTube. Thank you very much. Mitch, do you want to come on in? No, you're not even for a taste test? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Just, you know. All right, so I do it with a little bit of soy. Like, I honestly don't put anything. Soy and chili oil, perfect. This is gonna be real hot. No, it's not, okay. We're good.
Give us a verdict.
Give us a verdict.
Because if you want a better answer,
No, that tastes so good.
yeah.
Oh my God. Holy shit, it's hot. It's a bit chilly, a little bit chilly. Damn. Okay. I need some water. That is hot. Thank you. I'll just drink the soy sauce. That's really appreciative. I'm really appreciative of that. That tastes so yum. Holy shit, that is good. That's gonna be a good lunch. Yes. Yum. Okay, so again, you can make whatever protein you like. I'm so happy with that. I'm gonna make the rest of them. We've got heaps of mixture. Milk to cool your mouth down. I literally need some milk right now. That is so hot. Those chilies are annoying because they're long red, which means they're not hot, they're mild. But the chilies we got at home, for some reason, they're violent in your mouth. That is so good. So I use 500 grams of chicken mince with a bit of veg, but yum. How good is that? I love that. Thank you everyone for coming. Can you do a prawn? I might just answer a couple of questions quickly now that they're coming through about the end. So could you do a prawn? Yes, absolutely. So like I said before, have the prawns raw, mix them through the veggie mixture just as you would the chicken, literally exactly the same, and put it into the wrapper. How long can you store it in the freezer? I like to rotate my freezer every month, so every 4 weeks, but you can probably leave them in there for a couple of months. But yeah, someone said something about a vegetarian option. Yep, so veg only options, like I said, you can do some mushrooms and some different veg, or you can do some like tofu and mushroom, like you can do a mushroom cooked, you can both, either or, up to you. I probably would rather freeze raw so that I can put them straight into the pot. Oh my God, that chili went in my mouth. All right, all done. I think that's all the questions. I think that's all I'm getting. Can you give an idea about using the square wrappers? I did watch a couple of videos last night on YouTube. They've got square wrappers and they've just got a cup and trace around it and it's a circle wrapper. So that's probably what I would do to make it for ease. As long as it's enclosed, it's okay. So you don't need to do any specific